Tonight at 5, well, what's the plan if an airplane would crash in Dane County? First responders walk us through some very important training. Plus, what's next for Aaron Rodgers after an Achilles tendon injury during his debut for the Jets? Hear reaction from local fans. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Tonight is our best look yet at the Madison Public Market. More than 15 years now in the making. Vendors and the public are there for an open house right now, and that's where we find our Armand Rahman, who joins us live. Armand?
Yeah, Eric, this is a little bit of a taste right now of what they can expect, what people can expect the public market to be when they break ground, hopefully this year, and then open next spring. And you can see there is a variety of vendors around here, from jewelry to food, plenty of food, smells really great, as well as clothing, plants, and a whole lot more. And that's the idea here. They really want to focus on diversity of businesses, business owners who are people of color, women, immigrants, and more of that nature. And they also will set up a space in this 48,000 square foot area for single stalls, day stalls, canning and bottling for businesses that are just getting started up, and a whole lot more. We're going to get a tour in just a little bit, so I'm going to hop over there and then maybe get some food in the meantime. For now, I'll send it back to you, Eric.
All right, Armand, enjoy it. We could see some rain out there tonight. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. He has the latest details. Gary?
Well, we've already had some showers in the backyard, not just sprinkling a little bit, but I can also see some patches of blue overhead. So we're seeing in intervals of clouds and a little bit of clearing. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. You can see a few clouds, thicker clouds out to the west moving in after getting some sunshine early this afternoon. And there have been some showers and thunderstorms, actually a couple lines. The first one kind of passing into northern Illinois. The other one is to our north and west, now moving into Richland County and areas north and west of Wisconsin Dells. In fact, zooming into that area, you can see those showers are basically moving eastward into the southern portion of Richland County. They'll be around Richland Center probably in about the next 10 minutes or so. And 3-hour future track radar shows some more scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms moving through southern Wisconsin. Low temperatures this morning, a little cooler, 53 for the low in Madison, 37 in Camp Douglas, and 40s to the north and west of Dane County. Current temperatures are now in the middle 60s to around 70 degrees. Those areas that got a little bit of sunshine becoming a little more unstable, and that's where those showers are. Here in Dane County, it's still 71 degrees in Edgerton, 67 in Deerfield, and 64 degrees right now in Verona, where some showers have gone through. Looking for some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm this evening. Temperatures dropping off into the middle 50s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include a warm-up as we head toward the weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. New at 5, Wisconsin's GOP lawmakers are proposing a nonpartisan redistricting plan that they hope to enact ahead of the 2024 election.
Most Wisconsinites don't want us to waste millions and millions of dollars and lots of time on a process that in some ways we worry is predetermined, but we don't know for sure. We're going to waste a lot of money doing this. So it's a way for us to step forward. I think people want politicians who say, I have an open mind to be persuaded.
Assembly Speaker Voss hopes the plan can be voted on as early as Thursday. The announcement comes as the liberal-controlled state Supreme Court is considering 2 Democratic-backed lawsuits seeking to throw out the Republican-drawn maps, which Democrats say are among the most gerrymandered in the country and have helped Republicans increase their majority. Republicans have considered impeaching newly elected Justice Janet Protasiewicz if she doesn't recuse herself from the redistricting cases. Governor Evers releasing a statement saying, quote, Republicans are making a last-ditch effort to retain legislative control by having someone legislature picked and legislature approved draw Wisconsin's maps. That is bogus. He also said, quote, I'm not going to participate in enabling Republicans in the legislature to keep trying to use and abuse their power to control the outcome of our elections, end quote. Aaron Rodgers' first season with the Jets has already come to an end. The quarterback suffered a torn Achilles tendon during his debut against the Bills last night. An MRI this morning confirmed just how severe the injury was. Rodgers faced intense pressure, getting hurt just after 4 offensive plays. Linebacker from the Bills, Leonard Floyd, making the tackle. Rodgers' injury not only impacts the Jets, of course, it also impacts the Packers' compensation as part of his trade deal. Green Bay will now get a second-round pick from the Jets instead of a first-round pick. So how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers' injury? Head to channel3000.com to take our poll. So far, 40% are sad it happened. 20% actually said they're glad. 40% feel indifferent. Our Catherine Merck asked Packer fans in downtown Madison for their thoughts about their former quarterback's injury.
Eric, a lot of those mixed reactions that you're hearing, I actually got here in downtown Madison today. I would call a lot of it Midwest nice, people being passive aggressive about their feelings toward this situation. While some are not necessarily happy that Rodgers has a season-ending career, they're very excited, I would say, that there's a little bit of karma for the quarterback. Take a listen.
I don't wish anyone harm or want to be anyone hurt, but when he went down, I was like, yeah. You know, the guy left us, and he left Green Bay in a bad way.
Take a look
An
here at the
Achilles
very
tear is season-ending for any player. Some can't help but feel for Rodgers in this situation. I spoke with an athletics trainer at UW Sports Rehab. He says Rodgers is in the age where this kind of injury is very common, and getting back to a high level of play is what will be the most difficult part of his recovery.
We're talking about one of the best quarterbacks ever to play the game. So part of the rehab process is getting him back to that level versus a high school athlete, like their margin is a little bit greater.
A big topic of discussion today as well was also the turf that Rodgers was playing on last night. They are saying that, based on the doctor that I spoke with, that they're not seeing a difference in turf injuries or regular grass injuries for an Achilles tear. So not really a factor here, according to the doctor that I spoke with. Reporting live in downtown Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, Nurse 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. If you're driving through Rock County today, you want to watch your speed. State troopers are monitoring the traffic from above, running aerial speed enforcement on the interstate throughout the day. Watching traffic on I-3990 from an airplane is usually a lot easier to spot speeders or traffic violators. They'll radio down to troopers, of course, on the ground to pull over any violators. So what's the plan if the unthinkable were to happen in the Madison area? A commercial jet crash. That was the focus of special training for Madison area first responders today at Dane County Regional Airport. Our Kyle Pozorski was there and joins us now to share what he saw. Kyle?
Eric, today's exercise was meant to simulate the crash of a Boeing 737 jet, which typically carries hundreds of people. Officials I spoke with say simulating a crash of that size is important, making sure first responders are on the same page. And a warning for our viewers, some of what you'll see looks like blood, however, it's just makeup used for visual effect.
It went really fast.
Kind of impressive to see.
Seconds matter. Perhaps nowhere else is that more true than in the event of an airplane disaster.
The aviation industry is incredibly safe. There's many redundancies built into modern aircraft and air travel in general. So this is really preparing for the worst case event.
Dane County Regional Airport's Director of Communications tells us that Tuesday's emergency preparedness exercise helps get Madison area first responders all on board for a what-if scenario.
You see how much aid is available in the Madison area so quickly due to the surrounding communities and all the great hospitals that we have here.
Once every 3 years, the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, requires airports to conduct a full-scale emergency exercise. This means practicing everything from the first radio call to victims being transported to area hospitals. And the good news for regular travelers,
this isn't impacting a single flight today.
I was walking around going, what's going on? And I had to be confused.
Jennifer Hamill signed up to be a volunteer crash victim through a post on Facebook. She says seeing the first responders training puts into perspective just how much goes into clearing an airport accident.
The dummies, they'd face them so they actually look like bodies on the tarmac. It was very realistic looking. I didn't expect it as fast as it went.
Hamill was one of 40 area people who volunteered. Without their help, the first responders would not have been able to get their proper training.
The volunteers are in great spirits. They're having fun with it. The first responders are going through their training and exercise, so it's been great so far.
Other people I spoke with today say that if a crash like this were to happen, fire departments and EMS crews from around Dane County would help out.
Kyle, thank you. The desperate search for survivors of Morocco's devastating earthquake continues at this hour. The powerful 6.8 earthquake struck the central part of the country last Friday night. Since then, more than 2,900 people have died. Many of the affected areas are remote and very difficult to reach. The worst of the destruction is in the high Atlas Mountains. Rock slides have blocked most roads, making it impossible to reach those still trapped under debris. Meanwhile, in Libya, the Red Cross says around 10,000 people are still missing after torrential rains caused devastating flooding. At least 2,000 people have died there. Officials say about 25% of the port city of Derna appears to have simply washed out into the sea after overflowing riverbanks broke dams 3 Red Cross volunteers have died while helping flood victims. The same system caused devastating flooding in Greece, Turkey, and Bulgaria last week. Donald Trump facing a lawsuit to block his name from the ballot in Minnesota. A liberal group trying to invoke the 14th Amendment's insurrectionist ban. A similar lawsuit was filed 2 weeks ago in Colorado. The post-Civil War provision has only been applied twice since the late 1880s when it was used against former Confederates. The Constitution also does not outline how to enforce the ban. Trump has denied any wrongdoing and has vowed to fight to remain on the ballot. Republicans say they plan to move forward with an impeachment investigation of President Joe Biden. House Republicans accuse the Biden administration of leaning on the Department of Justice during its investigation into Hunter Biden and of profiting off Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings. The White House says the impeachment is politically motivated. Some far-right members of the GOP may have forced Speaker Kevin McCarthy's hands because Congress has until the end of the month to pass spending bills or the government will shut down. Conservatives are demanding Speaker McCarthy comply with their demands, or they say they'll call for a vote to remove him as Speaker. Coming up, Gary has a complete look at our First Warn Forecast. Plus, we'll hear from a local barber who is hoping to spread awareness about the importance of mental health. That's just ahead. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down almost 18 points in Tuesday trading. The NASDAQ tumbles more than 144 points. S&P 500 off 25.5. And we'll be right back.
Revamp, we transform your old beat-up concrete from this to this in one day. We grind down the concrete to open up the pores for a perfect bond. Then we repair all cracks and apply our base coat and chip and seal it with our polyaspartic top coat that will never chip, peel, or discolor. On top of all that, our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty. And right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating from any of our Revamp brands, you get a $60 Visa gift card, plus either 60% off the installation or 60-month no-interest financing. And when you call during this program, you'll also get up to 10 carbon fiber concrete stitches free, which help reinforce cracks and stop them from spreading. A $350 value for free.
South Central Wisconsin homeowners, pick up the phone. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Action! Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible deals. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. Or this 5-piece dining set for $3.99. This soft gray sofa with the free matching chair, both for $4.88. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $3.98? Plus new 24-month no-interest financing. Up to 60% off at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
Tonight on News 3 Now, we've uncovered new details on a local pastor who's being investigated for child sexual assault. What witnesses say happened the first time he was accused of misconduct. News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes. But we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
This week is National Suicide Awareness Week, dedicated to encouraging open dialogue about suicide prevention and mental health. Jalen Banks was able to catch up with a local barber about how his experience talking to clients has opened his eyes to the daily struggles regarding mental health. Jalen?
Hey, Eric, I was able to speak to Jason Boatwright, owner of Be Right Barbershop in Sun Prairie.
And one incident with one of his longtime clients would change his perspective on mental health forever.
Dealt with one of my clients committed suicide.
And like many, Jason Boatwright did not see it coming.
You would not know that something was going on. You know, he would have come in here, laugh, play, joke. You know, I didn't know nothing was going on. I talked to that man for 4 years straight. So, you know, I got a phone call from his daughter, and she told me her dad had killed himself.
And he says that as a barber, his perspective on mental health has changed because of his clients.
A barber get to hear a lot of things that other people don't get to hear. They're comfortable speaking on it with a barber because they done seen that barber for almost 4 or 5 years straight.
According to the CDC, African-American deaths by suicide rose 19% between 2018 and 2021. And Boatwright says that he's continued to see the struggle of mental health in African-American men in particular.
So I think it's very important as a black man, period, that we need to have time where we, you know, digest what we're going through.
Boatwright started a men's mental health group that ultimately came to an end. But he continues to encourage not just African-Americans to seek help, but all people.
You got to be tough. You got to be a superhero. That's not real. We're not superheroes. You know, we're human beings. And if you do need to go get therapy, go get therapy. It's okay to say, hey, I'm not okay.
For more statistics on suicide and information on suicide prevention, you can find this story on our website at channel3000.com.
Jalen, thank you. New at 5, CDC Vaccine Advisors are recommending updated COVID vaccines for all Americans 6 months old and older. A committee voted 13-1 in favor of the recommendations this afternoon. The CDC's director now has to sign off before the shots can be administered. 2 updated mRNA vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna will be available in pharmacies within 48 hours of her sign-off. The committee's endorsement means the vaccines will be covered by public and private insurance plans. So, how much rain is possible tonight? Gary now with our first warn forecast.
Well, we could be looking at least a little bit of rain, and some of our weather over the next few days may be influenced by what happens with Hurricane Lee out in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, there's Lee, also Hurricane Margot, and a tropical disturbance way off the African coast. That one bears some watching because some of the longer-range computer models bring it near the U.S. East Coast about a week and a half from now. But Lee right now is a pretty powerful hurricane. And notice a weather system moving near the East Coast, and then our little weather system back here. Not a lot of moisture associated with it. But as Lee heads up the East Coast, that might slow the progression of weather systems down and have showers linger a little bit longer into the day on Wednesday or Sunday and into Monday of next week. Now, Hurricane Lee right now, maximum sustained winds of 115 miles an hour, gusts to 140 miles per hour. Forecast track from the National Hurricane Center starts bringing it northward, weakens it to a Category 2 and then eventually down to a Category 1 hurricane. But notice it stays off the East Coast for the most part. Might affect the eastern portions of Maine, but the strongest winds will be on the east side of the storm, which will affect Nova Scotia and into New Brunswick as it heads in and gradually weakens into an extratropical cyclone. So it kind of loses its tropical characteristics and brings rain up into the Canadian Maritimes. Around here, we're watching a narrow line of showers and a few thunderstorms that's moving through Richland County down to northern portions of Grant County. These are moving eastward toward Prairie du Sac. Right now, about 5:36, expect those showers and storms into the Spring Green area. It's part of a couple of little lines of showers and storms. The first one is kind of weakened as it's pushed into northern Illinois. The second one, some flashes of lightning along it as it's moving through west central Wisconsin. Eventually will move through much of southern Wisconsin around Madison, but to the north and west, still a few lingering showers are there, so it's possible we could see a few more showers continue into the overnight hours. You can see on 6-hour future track radar, most of the rain moves out of here this evening, a few lingering showers, and then we have the possibility for some areas of fog overnight. So 3 things you need to know. Again, showers this evening, maybe an evening thunderstorm, but the shower chances continue overnight. Then some fog, not only tonight into early tomorrow morning, but also on Thursday morning as well. But then mild weather with high temperatures back in the 70s by Thursday and Friday, perhaps upper 70s by the time we get into Friday. But right now, our upper level winds are from the north, and that's starting to bring in the cooler Canadian air behind this little batch of showers. There's actually a couple of cold fronts. The first one came through yesterday with the showers. The second one generating the showers now. And as that continues to head toward the south and east, we'll actually turn a little cooler for tomorrow night with low temperatures dropping into the 40s. But right now, you can see current temperatures only in the 50s up in northern Wisconsin, mid 60s 60s in southern Wisconsin, then low 70s into parts of northern Illinois where there has been some more sunshine. But again, it's just enough instability in the atmosphere that it could trigger a few scattered showers or an isolated thunderstorm this evening. In fact, planning your evening, look for that narrow line of showers and isolated thunderstorms to move toward Madison shortly after 6 o'clock. But notice as those temperatures start to cool off, we get into 8 o'clock, the showers and thunderstorms really start to weaken quite a bit, and we're just left with a few scattered showers or even a little bit of drizzle. But as areas of fog form overnight, we could see some drizzle by tomorrow morning. Planning your night across Dane County, look for a low of 51 Verona, 51 in Windsor, and 51 in Waterloo. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, areas to the north and west may clear out a little bit more. Temperatures down to 45 in Camp Douglas and 48 in Wautoma. For tomorrow, look for morning fog and some clouds that give way to some sunshine in the afternoon. It'll be cool, high temperature at 67 degrees. Rainfall shouldn't amount to very much. The fast movement of the showers will limit the rainfall potential. Most areas probably picking up a tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch of rain. Some areas missing out on the rain altogether. As we look at your first warned 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures get up into the middle 70s or upper 70s for Friday, around 70 for Saturday. Some shower chances Saturday into Sunday morning, and then after that, look for those temperatures to rebound back into the lower to middle 70s for much of next week. Maybe another chance of showers as we head toward Friday of next week. As we check out your first warned traffic right now, have some delays eastbound on the Beltline from around Monona Drive back to around Park Street. Also some slowdowns on Verona Road coming out of Verona. Of course, the construction right around Verona itself. As far as travel times are concerned, eastbound on the Beltline will take you almost 20 minutes between University Avenue and the interstate. The normal 15 minutes going back in the westbound direction and 18 minutes inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown. Outbound downtown to Sun Prairie will take you 21 minutes on East Washington Avenue. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City is 15 minutes today, and the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 is a 23-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now First Warned Traffic.
Gary, thank you. Once again, happening right now, the Madison Public Market hosting an open house for the public. Armand Rahman is live at the event. Armand, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Eric, I'm going to tell you the former Fleet Services building feels more like a mall right now. It is packed with people, and this is a little bit of what they want, a taste of what the Madison Public Market will be. They hope to attract something like 500,000 visitors annually with 130 local businesses at various levels, and maybe with mentoring and other types of things to help those small businesses in the community really excel and get to the point where they can maybe take off or be in the public space, which is over there. It doesn't look like much right now, but that's where they'll host the majority of those vendors and a majority of the public area where you can go shop around, get some food, and etc. This will be the incubator space for those small businesses. But again, a lot to look forward to. Bidding process will start next week, and again, they hope to ground break this year. For now, in Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now. Eric?
All right, busy place, Armand. Thank you. Just ahead, a trial begins as the federal government charges Google with monopolizing web searches on your phone. The story next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Secure your home, add privacy, and keep your children and pets safe with one call to Revamp Fence, South Central Wisconsin's trusted source for high-quality fencing solutions. Revamp Fence installs state-of-the-art vinyl structures 5 times stronger than wood, wind, water, and fade-resistant, easy to clean and maintain, with a variety of stunning color combinations to enhance curb appeal, and backed with a lifetime warranty. Call now during our home safety event. You'll save with 50% off installation of a new fence, or choose 24 months no interest financing. Plus, receive a $250 Home Depot gift card with purchase and a bonus. Call during this program and receive a free upgrade to solar fence post cap lights. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 1-800-565-5096. That's 1-800-565-5096.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. During September, there is a 1 in 3 chance the lightning ball strikes a set of 2 plays on Megabucks. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Jackpot not included. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21, no matter what.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Right now, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $3.99, or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black Hybrid and pay just $51 per month when you use our 72-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A trial pitting the federal government against Google is underway. The tech giant is accused of illegally monopolizing web searches, making deals with phone makers to be the dominant search engine on their devices. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
Google's legal team arrived at the U.S. District Court in Washington Tuesday to defend itself against a landmark antitrust trial. The Justice Department claims the tech giant illegally pays more than $10 billion annually to make Google the default search engine on the iPhone and web browsers, shutting out rivals.
What the government is arguing in this case is that Google has not only attained a monopoly, but it's done so through using, anti-competitive tactics.
Antitrust advocate Stacey Mitchell says Google makes it nearly impossible for small companies to compete for business online.
They are a gatekeeper for access to information for every business that wants to reach a consumer. That is incredibly powerful.
The government says Google dominates nearly 90% of all searches in the U.S. and 95% of searches on mobile devices. Google denies any wrongdoing.
People don't use Google because they have to. They use Google because they want to.
Google's chief legal officer, Kent Walker, says if users don't want to use Google as the default, they could change it.
It's really easy for people to switch. On their smartphone, people have 40 or 50 different apps. So couldn't be easier to download another one if they're looking for a different search engine.
The trial is expected to last about 10 weeks. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The judge in the case is not expected to issue a ruling until early next year. If Google loses, it could have to pay a fine or potentially be broken up. And we're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Birkenstock ushers in a new collection with clean lines, easier than ever closures, and the most necessary footbed in your closet. Slide into Morgan's shoes and shop our new Birkenstock arrivals. See what's fresh for fall. Birkenstock platforms and wedges, cork-powered sneakers, or up your game with our iconic men's and women's sandals.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Check out our great selection of Mohawk vinyl plank flooring options. Vinyl plank is waterproof and features a durable wear layer for busy households. Home Expressions vinyl plank flooring is only $214 per square foot after rebate. Meet all your flooring needs with Tarkett. This laminate floor is easy to install and stain and fade resistant, making it great for any room in your home. Right now, only $119 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
This is Matt Gunderson. Your relationship with Gunderson Life Celebration Centers doesn't end after a life celebration is done. Our aftercare service allows you to reach out to our grief support whenever you feel like you need them. Visit GundersonFH.com.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The escaped Pennsylvania killer now armed with a stolen rifle. The new details tonight as the search expands and authorities find the convict's prison shoes, which they say match footprints in the mud. That and new details tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up tonight at 6, News 3 Now Investigates continues to look into a Madison pastor facing sexual assault charge. We'll have the latest in that investigation coming up in 30 minutes. Gary's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah.
Some stuff going on out there right now?
Yeah, you know, it's intermittent. There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. We're kind of in between systems, so we've got a little sunshine there. Whereas the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam, the showers have just gone through there, just starting to clear out. You can see a narrow little line of showers and thunderstorms from just south of Richland Center over toward just north of Platteville right now, heading toward Lone Rock by about 534, Spring Green by about 544. You can see that narrow line of showers and storms moving eastward, so expect a round of showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm this evening.
And then we'll have more updates in a half hour. News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.